The First World War was the first conflict that aircraft were involved on a large scale and played a major role in combat. In 1915, Anthony Fokker, a Dutch aircraft manufacturer working for the Germans, perfected a French invention allowing machine gun fire through the propeller. This discovery had a deadly revolutionary consequence: the creation of fighter aircraft. This innovation gave an edge to the Germans during 1915. A French SPAD S-16 two-seat biplane reconnaissance aircraft, flying over Compiègne sector, France ca. 1918. Note the zigzag patterns of defensive trenches in the fields below. German pilot Richard Scholl and his co-pilot Lieutenant Anderer, in flight gear beside their Hanover CL-2 biplane in 1918. British Handley Page bombers on a mission, Western Front, during World War I. This photograph, which appears to have been taken from the cabin of a Handley Page bomber, is attributed to Tom Aitken. It shows another Handley Page bomber setting out on a bombing mission. The Model 0400 bomber, which was introduced in 1918, could carry 2,000 pounds, 907 kilos, of bombs and could be fitted with 4 Lewis machine guns. German soldiers attend to a stack of gas canisters attached to a manifold, inflating a captive balloon on the Western Front. A German Type AE-800 observation balloon ascending. A captured German Taube monoplane, on display in the courtyard of Les Invalides in Paris, in 1915. The Taube was a pre-World War I aircraft, only briefly used on the front lines, replaced later by newer designs. A soldier poses with a Hythe Mk3 gun camera during training activities at Ellington Field, Houston, Texas in April of 1918. The Mk3, built to match the size, handling, and weight of a Lewis gun, was used to train aerial gunners, recording a photograph when the trigger was pulled, for later review, when an instructor could coach trainees on better aiming strategies. Captain Ross Smith, left, and observer in front of a modern Bristol fighter, 1st Squadron AFC. Palestine, February 1918. This image was taken using the Paget process, an early experiment in color photography. Lieutenant Kirk Booth of the U.S. Signal Corps being lifted skyward by the giant Perkins man-carrying kite at Camp Devens, Air, Massachusetts. While the United States never used these kites during the war, the German and French armies put some to use on the front lines. Wreckage of a German Albatros D-3 fighter biplane. Unidentified pilot wearing a type of breathing apparatus. Image taken by O.I.C. Photographic Detachment, Hazelhurst Field, Long Island, New York. A Farman airplane with rockets attached to its struts. A German balloon being shot down. An aircraft in flames falls from the sky. A German falls, Dr. I single-seat triplane fighter aircraft, ca. 1918. Observation balloons, near Koblenz, Germany. Observer in a German balloon gondola shoots off light signals with a pistol. Night flight at Le Bourget, France. British reconnaissance plane flying over enemy lines in France. Bombing Montmedy, 42 kilometers north of Verdun, while American troops advance in the Meuse-Argonne sector. 3 bombs have been released by a U.S. bomber, one striking a supply station, the other 2 in midair, visible on their way down. Black puffs of smoke indicate anti-aircraft fire. To the right, west, a building with a Red Cross symbol can be seen. German soldiers attend to an upended German aircraft. Japanese Aviator, 1914. A Sunday morning service in an aerodrome in France. The chaplain conducting the service from an airplane. An observer in the tail tip of the English airship R-33 on March 6, 1919 in Selby, England. Soldiers carry a set of German airplane wings. Captain Maurice Happ, rear seat, commander of French Squadron MF-29, seated in his Farman MF. 11 Shorthorn bomber with a Captain Berthaut. The plane bears the insignia of the 1st Unit, a Croix de Guerre, ca. 1915. A German airplane over the pyramids of Giza in Egypt. Car of French military dirigible Republic. A German Pfalz E. I prepares to land April 1916. A returning observation balloon. A small army of men, dwarfed by the balloon, are controlling its descent with a multitude of ropes. The basket attached to the balloon, with space for 2 people, can be seen sitting on the ground. Frequently a target for gunfire, those conducting observations in these balloons were required to wear parachutes for a swift descent if necessary. Aerial reconnaissance photograph showing a landscape scarred by trench lines and artillery craters. Photograph by pilot Richard Scholl and his co-pilot Lieutenant Anderer near Gignacourt, northern France, August 8, 1918. 1 month later, Richard Scholl was reported missing. German hydroplane, ca. 1918. French cavalry observe an army airplane fly past. Attaching a 100 kg bomb to a German airplane.